Stranger from the North, Chapter 2. The little merry breezes of Old Mother West Wind were excited. Yes, sir, they certainly were excited. They had met Happy Jack Squirrel and Peter Rabbit, and they were full of the news of the queer things that Happy Jack and Peter Rabbit had found over in the green forest. They hurried this way and that way over the green meadows and told everyone they met. Finally, they reached the Smiling Pond and excitedly told Grandfather Frog all about it. Grandfather Frog smoothed down his white and yellow waistcoat and looked very wise. For you know, the Grandfather Frog is very old. "Pooh," said Grandfather Frog. "I know what they are." "What?" cried all the Merry Little Breezes together. "Happy Jack says he is sure they do not grow, for there are no strange plants over there." Grandfather Frog opened his big mouth and snapped up a foolish little green fly that one of the Merry Breezes blew over to him. "Chug-a-rum," said Grandfather Frog. "Things do not have to be on plants in order to grow. Nor am I sure that these things grew, for they do not grow on a plant." The little Merry Breezes looked puzzled. "What is it that grows but doesn't grow on a plant?" asked one of them. "How about the claws on Peter Rabbit's toes and the hair on Happy Jack's tail?" asked Grandfather Frog. The little breezes looked foolish. "Of course," they cried. "We didn't think of that. But we are quite sure that these queer things that prick you so are not claws, and certainly they're not hair." "Oh, don't be too sure of that," said Grandfather Frog. "You go over to the green forest and look up the treetops instead of down on the ground, and then come back and tell me what you find." Away raced the Merry Little Breezes to the green forest and began to search among the treetops. Presently, way up on the top of the big poplar, they found a stranger. He was bigger than any of the little meadow people, and he was a long, sharp teeth, which he was stripping the bark from the tree. The hair on his coat was long, and out of it peered 1,000 little spears, just like the queer things that Happy Jack and Peter Rabbit had told them about. "Good morning," said the Merry Little Breezes politely. "Morning," grunted the stranger in the treetop. "May we ask you where you've come from?" said one of the Merry Little Breezes politely. "I come from the North Woods," said the stranger, and then he went on about his business, which seemed to be to strip every bit of bark on the tree and eat it up. Yum, yum, yum. God is great all the time, all the time. God is great.